Good evening and welcome to Business News right here on TV Africa. My name is Christopher Atijo. We live on GoTV channel 175 and also streaming live for you on Facebook at TV Africa GH. Now let's settle for the details in the world of business tonight, because today the Finance Minister Ken Ofori Atta was in Parliament to present the state of expenditure on Ghana's COVID-19 over the 2020 and 2021 period, where that government has so far spent 15,763.48 million Ghana cedis out of which the total actual utilization was 12,036.42 million Ghana cedis.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. As we all know, I had long COVID complications. By the grace of God, things we are doing very well now. So with your kind permission, I'd like to maintain the face mask and ensure that my voice carries. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, so the ministry, as midwife, as we call ourselves, will always be in readiness to work with any parliamentary committee. Mr. Speaker, the COVID-19 expenditures have been broadly provided for in pages 274.3 and 274 in the 2021 budget statement and economic policy, and also the allocations made to the various bodies and institutions. Severe than anticipated, both globally and domestically. It has upended and exposed the weaknesses in critical structures and systems in education, health, economic life, and communities. The pandemic, a sharp and heavy disruption in global supply chains and restrictions led to reductions in demand and production levels. Mr. Speaker, this has required us to undertake major fiscal measures beyond what we programmed prior to the pandemic, to finance the additional expenditure such as support to households, engagement of additional health personnel, deployment of security personnel at our borders to enforce the COVID-19 protocols, as well as the personal protective has had to adopt major fiscal measures to accommodate the increased expenditures and the shortfalls in revenue. Though our response was bold, decisive, and compassionate, it has also been costly. Mr. Speaker, you ensure minimum health logistics are in place in prioritized regions, health facilities and points of entry for preparedness and laboratory capacity sustained for timely and quality testing of COVID-19 samples, and VI increased public awareness on COVID-19 risk mitigation and response measures. Budget support. Mr. Speaker, in addition to all the above sources of funds, other funds were sourced to support the budget. These include the US $1 billion from the International Monetary Fund, 10 billion Ghana cedis from the Bank of Ghana, $69.3 million from the Africa Development Bank, and $99.7 million from the European Union. By the grace of the Almighty God, through our well funds and the internal and external funds we mobilize, government provided support to the frontline health workers, protected livelihoods and job losses, demonstrated care to the vulnerable in society, and businesses. Mr. Speaker, it must be noted that the status of utilization of the funds to finance the COVID-19 measure excludes funds of the National COVID-19 Trust Fund and the Ghana Private Sector COVID-19 Fund. Mr. Speaker, for the year 2020 and 2021, the program expenditure amounted to 15.763 million for the COVID-19 related expenditure, out of which the actual utilization was 4.036 million. In